probably not even remotely a revolutionary band. I don't know. What do you think, Will?
I think we're the furthest from a revolutionary band you could be. We're complete conformists. Bourgeois pigs, no less.
We were rehearsing for. We got together at the end of 2010 and used to rehearse in the evenings. And we did that for like 3 months. And then I guess we did our first gig at the beginning of 2011. And that's, when we started driving around the country together, playing gigs. And, that's probably when it first really felt like a band and stuff. Our first official gig was quite good, but I was really scared. But our first unofficial gig was terrible. It was the first time we'd ever been on stage, and we were awkward and didn't know what to do, and it was quite empty.
There's a festival in England called Reading Festival, which is kind of like one we've always kind of like that's kind of seen as one of the real big ones. And we were booked to play there last year, and we were convinced we were going to be playing to about 4 people who might just stand there throwing things at us. But as it turned out, the tent was absolutely rammed. Everyone sang along, and we kind of like looked at each other on stage like, "What's going on?" This is like incredible, fun, surreal. I mean, that for me is probably one of my favourite moments. But
I think, we've just been so lucky recently, getting to do things. Last year we went to Hong Kong, which was our first trip to Asia. That was amazing to play at a festival. I don't know. We got to go to America to make a music video, which again was really fun. I don't know. We're just so spoiled at the moment. We're so lucky. We were in Dublin. We were taken on a tour of the Jameson's whiskey distillery, and got given our own personalised bottles of Jameson's, which was probably the coolest thing to ever happen to me in my life.
any human being.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to pick at the moment. We're just we're so fortunate right now to be able to do all these things. I think love has been explored so well by so many brilliant bands and musicians, and like everyone. Everyone has explored loves and relationships in their music, and that which is fine. It's like a massive part of who everyone is. But I think for me, we just thought that it would be more interesting to write songs about characters and people and situations that we find interesting. That's why we have songs like Pompeii, which is about 2 people who've been killed by a volcano after they're dead having a conversation. And Icarus, Daniel in the Den, Laura Palmer, and all the other sort of conversations or stories. I think it allows you to maybe talk about things or imagine situations that haven't happened to you, or that there are definitely elements of the songs that are really autobiographical. No, we'd love to go.
Closest we came was the museum. The British Museum have got a Pompeii exhibition on at the minute, so we got invited down there to check it out, which was very kind of them. So that's kind of the nearest we've been there. We've seen things from Pompeii, but not been to Pompeii.
Yeah. I've only read about it in history books and seen it on the internet, but hopefully one day we'll get to go. On a pair of really good headphones somewhere weird, with a good view. I don't know. Well, we did this thing where we premiered the album online, and we built an online derelict cinema where people could book themselves into like screenings every couple of hours and watch it online, watch visuals and listen to the album. I think as long as it's quite loud and clear and there's a lot of bass, I think that's all that matters.